This video is comprised of a set of interviews with Ashley Bryan in his studio. In these interviews, Ashley explains how he was inspired to create his books of spirituals and how he actually created these books and others using the simple tools in his studio. I hope you enjoy this video. In the following segment, Ashley explains his love of music and how that love of music was developed.
Ashley, your mother is described as singing all day. What was she singing?
My mother sang all day long from many of the hymns, from other songs that she'd picked up on, popular songs, but mainly hymns. She'd grown up in the Anglican Church in Antigua in the West Indies. And those hymns were so much in her and her love of singing that she would sing them. The songs that came from black American slaves were woven into it because they travel the world and people sing them wherever. And so it was just a feeling of voice, and if she weren't singing words, she was just chanting melodies. Always singing. My friend would say, "Your mother sings," when they come. I said, "Doesn't everybody's mother sing all day long?" They were so surprised.
Yeah. In the next segment, Ashley explains how he learned to read music and how he applied that learning to children's books.
Ashley, when did you learn how to read music?
Well, I grew up during the Depression years, and at that time the government had hired artists and musicians to teach in all neighborhoods throughout the United States. It employed artists and musicians. Now, in my family of 6, my parents could feed, clothes, and shelter us, but they couldn't afford extras. So they sent us out to all the free music, the free art, saying, learn to entertain yourself. So in those basic classes in music, I learned to read music and to play, at that time with the piano, that we worked out the treble clef, the bass clef, the rhythms and the dotted notes and the half notes and the full notes and the quarter notes. So we learned everything about basic playing, and we could build from that groundwork to however far we wanted to go with music.
So with these books of spirituals that contain the music, how do you use them with children?
Well, with children first, I show them that the notes are very clear because children from 4th grade on have been introduced to learning to read the treble clef with the printed dotted notes, okay, with the C recorder. And so with the recorder then, they're taught first to blow the first notes. They learn one note, they learn another note. They're taught what that note is. Then the rhythms they can play it with, half notes, quarter notes, 8th note. So they learn how the little note will tell them the time beat for each note. And then after they learn one note, they go down with the next note. When they reach the 3rd note, well, that's the beginning with that left hand, those 3. And they can then play. They can play a song right off, okay? Then they keep going, they work their way down to the bottom. The bottom note, you must make sure all the fingers are covering those holes. Because anyway, if you want to get a note going, until you cover all the holes, you get a squeaky sound. And when you reach the bottom, that's the one. All holes completely covered. And then if you want to play high, part of the back neck going. So you can go low, you can go high, and there's a whole world of music that opens for the playing of the C recorder.